Okay, this is about a VP44. I'm changing it over to a VE Bosch mechanical. No more electrical issues. I don't really know what happened to it. It's a 99. Didn't get real deep into the problem. Just going by what I heard. It's a 99 truck, 24 valve, and a lot of people saying they start having problems around 300,000. Of course, mine's got 310. So I decided to let's just delete all the problems from the get-go and fix this. I've watched several videos, researched quite a bit on the internet, and I've only seen two different people that put the VE pump on a 24 valve. And they're making adapters and machinists and all this, get involved. And I sat and studied on this for a while. Had my friend James Grubbs, he built me a VE pump. Yeah, he's in Morrisville, Indiana. What's up, James? Also, I want to apologize for the camera here. I'm somewhat new at this. But anyway, looked it over, studied, and figured out a way to do this pretty simply. I don't have a lathe or a mill or anything like that. Of course, my bench is a mess. I sit here quite often. But anyway, let's get on with this. The VE pump. It's I understand it's pretty dependable. Very little to go wrong. I'm not a truck puller. I'm not trying to act stupid or whatever. Just want something dependable and simple. So what I came up with is I took my delivery valves out of my VP44, and if you look, I cut it. Oh, I'm going to say about 40 thousandths back from the nut. And I also opened this hole here just slightly. And then I took my delivery valves out of my VE. See here, got a little plunger and a spring in there. You got to be careful. Let's see, lay it out here on this clean towel. There we go. So, what I've done. I haven't done this one yet, but if you look at the threads out here where your injection lines go on, I re-threaded it, and the hole through the delivery valve on the VP44 rather small, so I had to step drill it several times. Just took my time. I don't think these things are aluminum. They may be, but they're not a very hard metal. Didn't drill too awful hard, but if you can tell, let's see if it'll focus here. I drilled and tapped it also. 3/8 fine thread. Female here and male on the VE, and it screws right on there. I seen one fella's video. He was building a 24 valve, I believe, for a square body Chevrolet. He was talking about these adapters and this and that. And one thing I did like what he said, he was putting Loctite on his threads. That's what I'm going to do here, where I'm screwing this on. My experience with red Loctite is yeah, that's some good stuff, man. I really don't know what kind of pressure this puts out. I'm thinking, please don't hold me to it, somewhere around 1,000 pounds. I don't know. But anyway. And if I have some leaks later on, like I said, it's just trial here. I'm going to get some copper washers and put down in that hole. I'm sure I can find some or make some or something. And the reason I say that is back in this hole here, I'm not going to pull that out. There's one in there that the delivery valve seats against. And also in the VE, there's one in there also. Or not the VE, the VP44, I'm sorry. But yeah, the 3/8 fine thread, I think that's going to work out. There's plenty of meat left. Looked at my chart and got me some taps out. And I guess probably some of you machinists know, or somebody that pulls a lot of this stuff, a Q drill bit. What kind of size is Q? But anyway, it's probably, but anyway, it ended up being a 21/64, is what I found out. And yeah, like I said, I step drilled. I started with a smaller one, and you know, worked my way up, probably 2 or 3 different times there. I did one, and I was really impressed. I thought, man, this is going to work. I just really can't believe nobody's making those adapters yet. That's fine. I don't need adapters. I'm pretty adaptive myself. I can about take care of anything. It takes me a lot longer than most people, but you know, I'll get it done eventually. Yeah, but like I said, I don't have a lathe or anything. I just I got a drill press. I just chucked that up in my little drill press vise and just took my time. If I had to do it over again, I would probably done a little more measuring with my caliper, and I'd have probably cut this hole in this adapter to this length. I think I may have went a little deeper, especially if I have to go with the copper washer. I'll probably pull these back out and cut this down maybe half till these bottom out in there. And also on the inside, I don't know if you can tell or not, I chamfered, just, you know, helping, I guess, to help the fuel go right on through that hole. I did oversize that hole a little also. I used this little booger here. I don't know what that is. I bought a bucket of drill bits that was in there. I'm going to call it a countersink, but yeah, it done just exactly what I wanted it to do. And as far as turning those threads down, y'all are probably going to laugh, but what I found here, let me get this VP out of the way, is, here it is right here. This is off of a torch set. You can buy those, or if you've got a torch repair set or another set of hoses, this is off of the oxygen hose. I'm going to lay the phone down here just for a second. Let's see if I can get you in there. Okay, but yeah. The VE delivery valves, they screw right on there. And these are brass, so it's not going to mar this up at all. But put that on there. Are you ready to laugh? Okay, so I'm going to slug that up. Let's see here. We'll tighten it. Don't need a whole lot anyway. Okay. Ready to laugh? The old cordless drill. Check that up in there. I don't know about your guys' cordless drill, but my chuck wore out. But you know, it's several years old. It still works well. So, this is what I'm going to call my hillbilly lathe. Yeah. Let's see here. But, I set my caliper up to 3/8 of an inch. Let's see, where's that? Let me find it here. Let's try to keep this thing going here. Fingers out of the way. And just set it up here to zero this out. And these things are cheap too, you know, heck, you can buy these Harbor Freight or wherever, you know. Zero it out. What's going on here? And just took my tap here and I set it. And there we go. We're going to lock it down. And like I said, keep in mind, those delivery valves are not real hard. I was really surprised. Being high pressure, I figured they'd be super hard, but they're not. And also, on your taps, I marked the depth on them. This is the regular one with the point on it. That hole being so shallow, I needed a bottoming tap also. I start with this one and pull it out, and then I use this one. But I just found this one. It had a tooth missing on the end, and I chucked it up in the handy-dandy cordless drill and took my bench grinder, and I worked it over till I had a bottoming tap. But, yeah, the bench grinder. It works well if you just take your time. You know, I don't know about y'all, but I got more time than I got money. So, you know, you get pretty innovative. But, yeah. But anyway. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, and we'll go over here to the grinder. When I start turning this down, I actually don't bring it down that small because, like I said, the things are not hard. I get it close. And what I found out is just steady hand, and I used the side of the wheel and kept it at a 90 degree and took my time, and I spun it, and like I said, just took my time. And when the threads are almost gone, you're just about right. You'll see just a trace of them, and then I chamfer the end just a hair with the wheels, so my die nut starts easily, and threaded it right on there. They're a pretty good set of dies and taps. I've had them for a while. I think I've got one broken over 15 years. That's pretty good. But when I thread it on there and back off, then I turn my dinette over, so I end up with you know, threads all the way. If you just run it on there one way, you don't end up with threads all the way to the nut. I'm going to see if I can lay this phone down and maybe y'all can see, maybe not. Hold on a minute here, let's see what we can do. Let's set it up here. Too much stuff. Guys like me can't throw anything away. Let's see. Turn that light off. Does that help any? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work or not. The lights on here. Oh, I see this one's on the other side of the garage. Shut the door. Better? Well, anyway, I mean, you can get the idea here. Let's lay the caliper up here. And here we go. But I'm going to hold it at a 90 degrees if you can hear me or not. And spin the drill up and high. Let's see, we're getting close. Looks like we need to take a little more. They're just almost gone. Get that noisy thing off. I'm going to take my caliper here and we'll check it out real quick. And like I said, I don't take it all the way down. We're close. Probably just a few thousandths off. That's perfect, actually. And also, turn that back on. I chamfer the end just a little bit so the dye nut goes on. Doesn't take much. The delivery valve. Told my buddy James that built my pump and my turbo for me. He didn't sound too excited. But you know, those of you that's got access to a machine shop and a little better tools than I do, you know, it's probably a little easier, you know, a little more accurate. But I really don't see why that this won't work. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. The VP44. That's all it's good for, is kicking around. I hate computers. Okay. Let's see. Here. I got the nut in there from the last one. It's still in backwards. Let's turn it around. I'll lay the phone down again. Just a second here. Now, I know this is a no-no, but I have better luck lining it up straight like this with the drill. And I got it in low, I believe. No, that's high. Let's put it in low. There we go. Now, once this gets a bite, this nut seems to come loose, which is fine. I'll take it off and inspect it and make sure everything's straight. Let's see, let's give it a go here. And see I chamfered the end of the delivery valve. And give it just a little bump here. There, it started slipping. Okay, that's not too bad. It's pretty straight. Hold on, I'm gonna lay this phone down again. Take that out of the vise. Okay, I'm gonna spin it here. Looks pretty straight, huh? Not too bad for the eyeball, huh? So, I'm gonna take my 14mm wrench and my 11/16, and I take the torch fitting off of the delivery valve. Loosen it up here. Phone's gonna fall. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, sorry. Alright. There we go. It's coming right off. Perfect. So, I'll move that out of the way. And then, I'll put this back in the vise. Except we're going to use a wrench now. Once those things are started straight, it's not bad. Just getting them straight. Take your time. Anybody knows what these things are made out of, please comment. And I'd like to know. Maybe they are aluminum. Here's where I was working on the other ones. Made quite a mess, but you know, that's what you do. Let's see here. Okay. Well, crap. I said it was started. I guess it wasn't. Figures, the last one. The rest of them went flawless. Okay. And it's looking good. Yes, sir. So just take your time. A little bit of oil doesn't hurt either. Ow, shoot. Yep. Yep. Okay. But anyway, this is the last one. I just wanted to make a small video of, you know, just to show you, you don't have to have a lathe and a mill and all that. Like I said, it is nice if you got one. I've had some stuff done myself. My friend James, he actually turned a bolt. It was about 2 inches diameter. It's huge, about 10 inches long. And I had to have some shoulders turned on it. He took care of me the other day. James, good guy. From Morrisville, Indiana. I wish I had a picture of the inside of his shop. It can't be no more than 20 by, I don't know, 15. And it is wall-to-wall, ceiling-to-floor turbos and injection pumps. I became friends with him about a year ago. He's a great guy. He'll do anything to help you. A friend of mine introduced me to him last year, and oh man, it's been just invaluable, and does some top-notch work. He takes those turbos apart, puts upgraded wheels in them, and you know, does his thing, man. He cuts the insides out, puts bigger wheels in them. Anything you want or anything that's possible, he can do it. And, if you're near southeast Indiana and you need a injection pump or some turbo work, I'll try to get you his phone number if you want to ask for it on the comments. James is a good dude. He's a one-man operation. He's just busy all the time. But if he can help you, he will. You know, he's one of the few people that went to school for what he does and actually making a living at it. There's nothing worse than, you know, you can see people go to all these big expensive schools and a couple of years of schooling and get out and didn't even use none of it, didn't even try. Yeah. Many of you, I don't know, I'm almost 50. Worked like a mule my whole life. Beat me down till I gotta sit in this chair all the time. But you know, I keep myself occupied with just trying to keep my vehicles on the road as best I can. Like I said, I got more time than I got money. Can't really afford to take this thing to a diesel shop and or wherever, you know, spend $4, $5, $8, $9, $10,000 on it. I got a good deal on the truck. I love it. It's a monster. Yeah, let's see here. But yeah, there's just got it threaded, and I'm taking it out of here. You can see the threads are not cut quite all the way to the nut. So let's lay the phone down again. Here we go with that. And if you look at your die nuts, one side says start, and the other side is the finish. So what I do is just turn it over and put the finish side back on. The phone is warning me here that it's going to die. Just bear with me 1 second, please. I know it's kind of a long, lengthy video, but you know, just try to be thorough. You know, it's always better. Never be in a hurry. Get you nowhere but problems. But anyway, like I said, there's the start side of the die nut, and there's the finish side. So what I do is turn it over, and let's see here. You guys are probably getting dizzy watching this, aren't you? I know I would be. There we go. Down there straight. Yeah. Well, anyway. You know, when I'm done, I'll take a flat file. Well, anyway, I'm going to lay this down, and you get the idea. Like I said, I've done the other 5, and it turned out beautiful. But it'll go ahead and cut the threads all the way down, and I'll take a flat file and work the edges over and clean it up and spray it out really well. Make sure it's just, you know, on fuel systems, gasoline, diesel, or whatever. I'm all about surgically clean, man. You want to have problems, just get your little dab of dirt in there, and you'll have a problem, I promise you. But yeah, I'm ready to have this VE pump on this truck. For sure. So I guess if there's any questions, just put them in the comment, and thanks for watching.